Hello everyone, Storm Whirlwind here. Today we'll be taking a look at the polar vortex striking the United States, especially for the northern parts of the United States. Plus we'll be looking at my February forecast. And let's go ahead and get started with what we actually got going on radar here. We still got remains of that winter storm that hit parts of the Midwest. It's right now up in the Northeast for right now. And if I do draw here, we do have a cold front. Wait, that's too far north. Hold on. We got a cold front right in here. And what's behind this is the polar vortex. And it's not pretty behind it because, oh boy, we're talking about wind chills in the negative 60s up parts of Minnesota, and that's extreme. Now let's look at and along with this cold front, there is actually some light to moderate snow along this cold front, striking parts of Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Illinois, and stretching back into Missouri, where you actually have a little bit of heavy snow. Now this is all snow. It doesn't really show, cannot remember. But this squall on the snow can bring down 1 to 2 inches of snow. There's been reports of 2 inches of snow with a squall on of snow. So, yeah. There's even a winter weather advisory issued for parts of Kentucky and southern Indiana as well from the National Weather Service. And let's go ahead and get on what that polar vortex is going to do with pretty much a good chunk of the United States now. If I'm correct, I think it's 220 million people that will see below freezing temperatures. That's a lot of people. And there's your polar vortex. It's going to be sticking around North Dakota and Minnesota and Wisconsin. I did not mean to zoom it in. Let's actually go into Wednesday. Extreme cold temperatures like Fargo, negative 35. Go to 1 p.m. It just stays there. In particular, like around up there. But when you add the wind to it, wind gusts, it really does bring in that wind chill. Yeah, 44 kilometers. Yeah, that's some pretty gusty winds. So this is also bringing the threat of lake effect snow, especially from Lake Michigan and Lake Erie, so you can see a lot of snow from this. Now, since we got the polar vortex and everything that out of the way, now let's go ahead and take a look at the February forecast one I am predicting. Now, this is a type of setup where, like back in 2015, a winter, if you all remember this, yeah, it's very similar to it's a little bit similar to this winter. Like back in January 2015, we actually had the polar vortex down in the United States, like we have now. But what the models are trending to do is this kind of storm track that's making me think there could be multiple snowstorms for the parts in the Midwest again. So here is precipitation here. We got slightly below average precipitation for parts of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, and Minnesota. And this is where you're going to be second at Arctic high in there. So there's going to be very cold temperatures up there. And right around California, you're going to have pretty much like a river flow of moisture going to California and Nevada now. It's not really a good thing when you think about it, because if you get too much rain, you get mudslides around in those desert lands. And yeah, it's not going to be great. Then it seems like it calms down in the plains and it kind of gets its act back together when it reaches into the east there. So now let's look at temperatures. I even have the track here. See, there's not too much going on. The main focus of February is going to be that cold air in particular and the storm track. Now slightly above average temperatures is going to be parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe parts of Virginia as well, and also parts of Florida will be included with this slightly above average temperatures. Now there's going to be a little bit of a high there, so yeah, I think that's what you call it, the Bermuda high. Going to be sticking around in there for a little bit. So we're going to see you even get that Arctic high up in the north, so that pushes the storm track right through the Severn Plains into the Ohio Valley, Tennessee valleys, up into the northeast. It could be a potential nor'easter when it gets there, but when I'm also looking at is maybe a couple storms can go up like this, and warmer air, which that's slightly above average, can actually go more to the north. So it's going to be a little bit of a hard forecast, so it can go on a northerly track or the southern track. So it kind of depends where the one high pressures is going to be at. So this is all I got for y'all guys today. Hopefully you enjoy this update on the polar vortex and my February forecast. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.